In this video, we're going to look at navigating within Design. To access Design itself, you must click on Designer. Clicking on that will reveal the design tools that are available at this level, as well as being able to allow you to go into a course and go to some other features as well. So one thing you'll see here is under Manage Courses, there is a list of courses. I happen to have access to 71 courses within this view. I can also create a new course. I can manage objects, and as in those are objects that I own within the repository. Right now the current list is 115 objects. I can create a brand new object within the repository, and what that means is it's an object that does not live in a course itself. And I can also access the repository. So if I want to access a course, I can scroll over and find the course I want to access and then click on it. In this case, I'm going to click on this BlueQuill 600 course. So to access the course, I'll click on it here and I'll go right to that course. So now I'm within the course, and if I scroll down, I can see all of the objects and the information that's already been placed there. Here at the top, this button will always bring you back to this view of the course. If I need to add a new format, I can click this plus to add a new format. As you may notice, it's very similar to the same view that you'll see when you create a brand new course in the beginning. I can view the history of the course, as in how many different editions have been created. I can manage the access of a course, so who can see it and who can work on it. I can filter the objects so that I can see what's in the objects, and that might give me an easier way to find objects if I'm not sure where something is. I can download the entire course and share it with someone. That would allow me to get the course preview PDF, as in all of the content would be in there, or I can download the entire course as a zip file, which would give me everything. This is a great option for when you want to share this course with someone for them to review without giving them access to the system itself. Give. Give is a feature that would allow me to give this course to someone. I can't give it the same name, but I can give the entire course and the course layout to someone else, and then they can work on it. This is a wonderful feature when you want to use templates. So if you were to create a template, then click Give, you can give that template to someone else, and they can work on it and it becomes their course. Conditions is what I would use to manage the conditions for courses. There's a lot of different conditions here. We're not going to cover that right now, but conditions allow me to set trigger points, which will reveal objects or hide them and unlock them depending on what actions are done. Up at the top, here are some of these are going to be your best friends. Save. You must save at every point. We highly recommend that. The course is automatically saved, but really it's a good idea just to save as you go along. Publish will allow you to publish the course. Preview allows you to preview the course. In this section, you're going to see all of the formats that exist. Currently, there is only one format in this course. This is the name and what is actually loaded for this course, which is right now the working copy. And then again, as I scroll down, you'll see the content. Here on the right-hand side, we have this creation section. I can actually close that, where I can create a new container as well as a new object. And I can access the object shelf. Now currently I have nothing on it, but if I did, I would have the shelf right there. I can pin this entire blue section here to the top. That way when I scroll, it takes a second to catch up, I'll have all of the same options at the top if I want them. That way I don't have to scroll up and down to get to the save button. I can also turn that off. I'm going to go back to Designer for just a moment. There's also a help button. When I click on this help button, it's going to take me to the design help. This help is really, really, really useful if I need to know how to do some of the features. This is a little bit more detailed than what you'll find in some courses, and in some cases it may be a little technical as well, but it's just a different level of user guide and a different level of learning some of the features and how they work. Let's take a look at the repository. So when I'm actually going to go back to the home page here. I'm going to again click on Designer. When I click on Repository, the only thing that happens is I get the search. So let's search for an object. I'm going to search for an object called NLI. So I have this object in the repository. You can tell that it's owned by me. You can tell the last time it was updated, which is October 29th, and at what time. You can tell what edition it is and the title. So if I wanted to put this into my course, I could access that repository. If I click on the list, it gives me a list of all of the objects that I own, which is 115 objects. So as I scroll down, you can see all of the objects that I own. Or in some cases, it'll be the objects that you own and objects that you have access to. So if someone has granted access to you to use an object, you'll also be able to see that there. If I wanted to create an object, a brand new one from here without being in a course, I can click on Create New. And I get a very similar view to what you'll see when you're working on a course. So this would be an object that, maybe you're just working on it and you don't really want to put it anywhere yet, but you can create that, and then once it's created, you'll actually see it in the repository itself. So I'm going to click on Designer again, and we're going to look at accessing some of the other features. So as you go through here, you'll notice that each of these is a little bit different. So you can't be in design mode while also being an admin, while also being in shortcuts. You can't really do that exactly, but I could potentially access a course. Let's go back here. Let's see if I want to go to a course and look at the shortcuts. That I can do. But if I'm in a course and I want to go to my administration tools, it just jumps me right out of that section. So just keep in mind that if you want to do different actions, you will have to plan those out and use those different things. So that is a brief overview of this design section and what you can do there, how to access things, and the basic features that are available.